Thanks for clicking on the video. Yes, it's longer than usual, but it has a ton of content. So sit back and enjoy the video.
Well, hello boys and girls. Welcome on Air Wagner. It's the last day of January, the 31st. And it is a little bit of a stormy weather coming in. It's here now. If you look outside, you can see it's raining. On the way into Oakland this morning, I had 51 knot headwinds at low altitude. Here's a picture showing 49 knot headwind.
Look to the left where the yellow arrow is in the circle. You can see that headwind, 49 knots at 6,000 feet.
So going to Van Nuys from Oakland today, it's going to be a little hairy getting out for some weather. So you can see the red lights blinking here. We've adjusted the engine analyzer. We got the temperatures dialed in really tight. So we're having to dial that in. So first thing, let's get the ATIS here.
Oakland ATIS information Yankee 20530. Wind 140 at 19er. Gusts 33. Visibility 10. 4,300 scattered. Ceiling 6,000 broken. 10,000 overcast. Temperature 2.8. Altimeter 2971.
That's low.
ILS and visual approach.
Holy mackerel, that's low.
RNAV and visual approach. Runway 10 right. Hazardous weather information for California available.
All right, we got the ATIS. Let's talk to clearance delivery. Clearance Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet's IFR to Van Nuys. Is it ready to copy clearance?
513 Sierra Juliet, you're clear to the Van Nuys Airport. Beyond departure, fly heading 090. Radar vectors to Salad, that's Sierra Alpha Lima Alpha Delta. Seeds is Charlie Echo Delta Echo Sierra. Hargo, that's Hotel Alpha Romeo Golf Oscar. Then Blair, that's Bravo Lima Echo Alpha Romeo. Frame is Foxtrot Romeo Alpha Mike Echo. Shafter is Echo Hotel Foxtrot. And then direct, climb maintain at 3000. Expect flight level 210, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 120.9er and squawk 3242.
Okay, 3 Sierra Juliet. And I thought it was going to be a complicated one. That's pretty easy. 513 Sierra Juliet cleared to Van Nuys on departure 090 heading to Salad, to Seeds, to Hargrow, to Beer, to Frame, to Shafter, and then direct to Van Nuys. 3000, flight level 210. I think you said 10 minutes. And then 120.9er and 3242 on the squawk.
No, 513 Sierra Juliet, your readback is correct, but just for my verification, after the heading of 090, you can expect radar vectors to Salad. The rest of the readback was correct. Nice job.
Okay, thanks a lot. We'll talk to you later.
Roger, thank you.
Okay, how you like that? How you like that departure? Ground Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet, taxi IFR, Port Yankee.
Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet, Oakland ground, runway 10 left, taxi via Delta and Juliet.
Delta Juliet 10 left, 3 Sierra Juliet.
Golden Eagle 3 Sierra Juliet, appreciate that. You can call me on tower 118.3, advise me ready to go.
3 Sierra Juliet, roger. We've got to do a run up and enter in a buttload of intersections, and I'll call you back.
No problem.
All right.
Ground Big Stripe,
18-3. So before we go,
Big Stripe 655,
I wanted to say hi to
runway
Denise,
12, taxi via Charlie
who's
Bravo.
Africa and
left,
Israel,
cross runway 10 right,
part of the Air Wagner
1, contact south
family.
0.75.
All right, nobody else around here,
Romeo at Juliet,
so I'm going
runway 10 left.
let it warm up a little more, and let's put these in. After Salad, let me lower him.
Be ready to go. Let's call it.
After Salad,
5, 6.
we're going to enter Seeds, C-E-D-E-S. Okay, we got all our intersections in, 3,000 initially.
In the meantime,
Now, time for the all-important checklist.
Right via
Okay, all-important checklist is complete. We're going to call the tower, tell them we're ready. Tower Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet, 10 left, ready for IFR.
Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet, Oakland Tower, roger, hold for release.
Hold for release, 3 Sierra Juliet. put this on heading 090 and a bunch of vectors. So I'm going to put
513 Sierra Juliet, wind 140 at 18, gust 33, runway 10 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 10 left, 3 Sierra Juliet. All right, time now 1:56. Time, check. Transponder, check. Traffic, check. DG, double check. We're going 3,000 and 090. First, check fuel flow.
Best time available will be 14, but be ready to go about 10 after. We'll try to hit the front edge of that.
All right, here we go. We got fuel flow. Check. Airspeed alive, already at 80.
Bell Talk 1, roger. At Juliet,
90.
Runway 10 left.
Okay, up we go. Look at that crab taking off. Whoa. Put the gear up. Pitch for blue line. 090. Going to hand fly for a while.
Golden Eagle 3 Sierra Juliet, contact NorCal departure. Have a good flight.
Thanks a lot. 3 Sierra Juliet going to NorCal 1. NorCal, good afternoon on this gorgeous day. 513 Sierra Juliet checking on 1,000 for 3,000, 090.
We're 513 Sierra Juliet, NorCal departure, better contact. Climb and maintain 4,000, expect light chops when you climb out.
4,000, we'll expect light chop, tighten in the seatbelt, 3 Sierra Juliet.
Thanks, and also reports of light rime icing around 13,000.
3 Sierra Juliet, roger. All right, so you got an autopilot, use it. I'm setting up now.
3 Sierra Juliet, climb and maintain 7,000.
Lucky 7,000, 3 Sierra Juliet. All right, so the right one blinked because as I'm climbing out, I'm leaning it out too much and the TITs are getting too hot. And so it's telling me, which is good, that's what I need, that's what we want. We want input. All right, we're climbing out at indicator 130. We're getting 1,000 feet a minute. We're leaving 3,500 for 7,000. And we're getting hammered in the rain.
November 3 Sierra Juliet, fighting 110.
110, 3 Sierra Juliet. 110, over the other way. I think they're probably going to cut us into a different intersection.
At 1.5, climb into 19.
Shortcut.
United 693.
The salad is over here to the left.
Expect light chop in your climb out.
Okay, fuel pumps. I'm just going to leave them on. We're going to the
November 6-7 Papa Romeo.
high altitude. Leave them on.
360. Expect light chop in your climb out.
Okay, we're all set up here. We're burning 24.5 an hour per side. Yes, per side. Gonna try to do a dog rescue trip on the way back. Stop in Fresno. There's some dogs or cats that need a ride to Oakland, I believe. I'm gonna check that out. Oh, 6,000 on the way to 7. Only have a headwind of 15, but the wind is coming directly from the right, and that's what we're turning to.
Number 3 Sierra Juliet, climbing to 190.
All the way up to 190, 3 Sierra Juliet.
9693 heavy, turn off heading 0.
Okay, here we go, boys and girls. 19,000. Set the pressurization a little higher.
28, what's your speed in the climb going to be?
And expect some ice.
I don't know if we'll let. Number 3 Sierra Juliet, turn right 140.
140 on the heading, 3 Sierra Juliet.
1116 departure, better contact, climb 18, follow 190.
That's better. Okay, look outside the front window. We got a hole here.
I'm sorry, 7 Papa Romeo, contact
We're over Livermore area. What's that golf course down there? I have no idea.
1116 to extra.
Castlewood? No, that's not around here.
Number 3 Sierra Juliet, turn right 160.
160 on the heading, 3 Sierra Juliet.
Juliet, contact approach 135.1.
35.1 for 3 Sierra Juliet.
Bye.
Who's on 35.1 today?
7 Mexico 1, 669, sorry. Thank you for the day.
NorCal, good afternoon. Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet checking on 9,190.
Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet, NorCal, San Francisco, altimeter 2966.
29's pretty low, 66, and we're on a heading 160, 3 Sierra Juliet. 29 or 66. Have you heard that one lately? No. Okay, what's the headwind doing? That's only 51. 51, look here. Left camera, 51, and it's 54 here. So As we get higher, it's supposed to get better.
3366, 2500.
Here we are doing 111 in the climb, and the true airspeed is 161.
NorCal departure, radar contact, light chop throughout the climb out.
Let's
Departure flight 33.
increase the rate of climb a little bit.
Southwest 1686, contact approach 120.
This is not your typical Bluebird day. 28 degrees out. Do I turn the pitot heat, the prop heat on? Yes. Prop anti-ice on. We don't need any ice protection on the windshield yet, or the boots on the wings. So we're climbing through 11,000 now.
Climb through 2,000.
You can see the weather here. We're flying out of
1881 NorCal departure, radar contact, climbing 10 foot 190, light chop throughout the climb out.
and NorCal 3 Sierra Juliet. Any chance direct shafter?
November 3 Sierra Juliet, unable flight heading 150.
150 3 Sierra Juliet. All right, 150. That's a help. Okay, a little left turn to 150. So you can see the red lights are blinking. We just put the bulbs back in. Now I know why the last owner didn't have the lights showing, because they drive you crazy. I can see all of the bars, all our temperatures are okay. It's just we have to tweak them a little bit more. Yeah, I think the CHTs are a little high. That might be why. We'll see when we level up.
Golden Eagle 3 Sierra Juliet, contact Oakland Center 133.7.
33.7 3 Sierra Juliet. Thanks, and so long. Center Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet, checking on 150 on the heading and leaving 14,000 for flight level 190.
513 Sierra Juliet, Oakland Center, climb maintain flight level 210.
210 now, 3 Sierra Juliet. All right, 210.
Romeo Tango, contact NorCal approach 126.4.
That might be our golden zone for headwinds.
Number 513 Sierra Juliet, I did have reports of a moderate ram icing, flight level 180 to flight level 230.
Okay, 3 Sierra Juliet, we'll be looking for that. None yet.
655 reports of moderate ram icing, flight level 190 to 240.
All right, roger, thank you.
United 1881 Oakland Center, climb and maintain flight level 270, moderate ram icing, flight level 190 to 240.
All right, we're leaving 16,000 now for 21,000, 210. Still in the clouds. 17 degrees Fahrenheit outside. Okay, we're at 17,500.
2491.
And as I've said many times, when you get into the class Alpha airspace.
For 513 Sierra Juliet, amendment to the route when you're ready to copy.
3 Sierra Juliet, ready to copy, and now I'm picking up some rime icing. Not a problem. Ready to copy, 3 Sierra Juliet.
Number 3 Sierra Juliet, clear direct Avenal, Alpha Victor Echo, direct Ninki, November India, November Tango Yankee, and the Weasel 1 arrival to Van Nuys.
Oh, the old Weasel 1. 3 Sierra Juliet's cleared to Van Nuys to go Avenal, Nittany, and then the Weasel 1. And we're going up to 210, 3 Sierra Juliet. Now we're going direct to Avenal. Forget Shafter. So above that insert before, we're going to do AVE. Things are happening quick here. Avenal direct, activate GPSS, turn left. We're going to 18,000, turn the barometer to 299.02. We got ice on the windshield. Put the windshield de-ice on, and not ready to knock it off the boots yet, off the wings. And we're going Nittany and Weasel 1. So we're gonna fly the plane right now. 299.2 on the barometer for both. Outside here is 11 Fahrenheit. We're getting ice. That's pretty rare. Yeah, there is some ice on the boots. So we're gonna knock it off. Let me see if I can get my camera on it and show you. So the boot's inflated, knock some of the ice off, windshield's getting clearer. So watch the outer edge, you'll see the ice come flying off when the boots inflate. And here's a still picture. Didn't get all the ice off, but it threw a lot of it off. It was a little tough to get rid of on this trip. All right, well, we're still on the climb. Let's put the rest of our Avenal, then Nittany, N-I-N-T-Y. Nittany, activate, and then what we're going to do On Van Nuys, we're going to load the procedure. We're going to load the arrival. And it's going to be the Weasel 1. And it's going to Nittany, so that's good. Transition to Nittany, now we're going to load the arrival. Okay, we're passing through 20,000, flight level 200. Okay, we've reached our 210. We're still in the clouds, still picking up ice. Gonna knock some more off.
Guys, 5674 Oakland Center, climbing team, flight level 270, light rime icing reported 19 to 24.
All right, let's take a trip around the old G600 here that we're settling in. So we're on GPSS, it's 2:26 in the afternoon, 3 degrees Fahrenheit out. That's pretty cold. And isn't that lovely? Headwind of 44 and a crosswind of 49 and 66 coming from the south. True airspeed is rising, 209.
3475 center.
Indicated 148.
Light rime ice here.
Not a bad ground speed, 174, given that giant headwind. We were coordinated. You can see we're crab big time.
Rime icing, it's reported 24 to 19. That's my first report of it.
And we're 21,000 feet. We're bugged in here. Just got it bugged out of the way. 2992 is the standard for up in 18,000 and above. Here is the map. Now for power settings, we got 33 inches of manifold pressure.
Falcon 990, Mike.
RPMs at 1900, 25 gallons an hour per side, and we're settling in on the TITs around 15 and a quarter. The right one's bouncing around a little bit,
Center climbing team, flight level 200, light
and that's it. So we're in our flight levels. We got nothing to do but sit here and wait.
Thanks, 0 Mike.
The cameras are falling off the suction cups because it's so cold out that they lose their suction.
Number 990, Mike, clear direct Hans.
Oh, direct to Hans for 0 Mike.
So we're heading for Avenal. It's a VOR. We're 32 minutes away, hour and 13 to destination. Been in the air 31, so that's still pretty good. And let's see what the headwind does as we get closer in. We're going to sit here and wait. We're 26 minutes to Avenal, an hour and 5 to the destination. We've been in the air 37 minutes, so that's still pretty good. And when we start downhill, we're going to use all that stored energy in the form of speed. So the cameras came off. I got to put it back on. So we'll probably just sit here and monitor, and then turn the cameras back on shortly. Like I say, for us it'll be about half an hour. For you it'll be moments.
3455.
So I'm gonna leave this camera going. Had to change the battery on it. And let's take a video of some more ice coming off. So I was looking up the weather here. Let's take a look here. You can see from that camera the Van Nuys, waypoint info, weather. Wind 180 at 9er, visibility is 10, clear. Temperature 18, 299 on the barometer. And so they're probably using 16, ILS 16 right. So it's surprising that we're still getting ice at 3 degrees Fahrenheit. Usually when it's colder, you don't form ice, but you never know. It's very elusive, as they say. So, and you can tell that we're carrying some ice, even though we've knocked it off the boots and the props, but there's still some that are acting as parasitic drag, because I can see it on the some of the leading edges. I'm going to try to get my camera to take a picture.
There's some residual left on the leading edges, which is causing some drag, but a lot of the other surfaces that don't have de-ice on them, like the front of the cowling and other places, is where that parasitic drag is forming.
So we're getting a little parasitic drag. It's costing us about 10 knots. We're 205 indicated. 187 showing is pretty good. So we're going to assume 16 right ILS. So we're going to go into Van Nuys, and we're going to load the procedure. We're going to do the approach.
Flight level 270.
And we're going to pick ILS 16 right Yankee.
Right, climb to 270.
And we're going to, we have vectors for Zinum, and Van Nuys. We're going to do Zinum. We're going to load approach. And then we're going to look at it over here. Because I want to make sure that that Yankee one, so it says not available. So we're going to, it's still cross feeding them. So we're going to have to select it manually. We pick Yankee, enter. And let's see if this is the one that I want, if it has the right. I should know this one coming down here. So it goes down, no, this is not it. We want Zulu. So we're going to select the approach. We want right, Zulu.
Fly maintain flight level 350, exit at 323.
Load the approach. Okay, now we got the Zulu, so now it's working right. And we're gonna, let's just brief it while we're sitting here, right? Nothing else to do. The localizer 111.3, confirmed it here. We're gonna flip it. In course 163.
Direct you,
runway 66, 50, 65, 69, 800 feet is the elevation. And ATIS 127.55, we're going to go ahead and put that in, 127.55 at number 2. And DME required, radar for monitoring a missed approach, got all that. Missed approach, climb across the Van Nuys DME south of the Van Nuys VOR at or below 1,700, then a climbing left turn to 4,600 on the 152 radial to Hirvi, blah, 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 the rest of that. Okay, and ground 21.7, we don't need any of that right now. We're looking down at the usual suspects here. Umber, Ginat, and Furry. Yeah, everybody knows I like Furry. And the crossing altitude, let's double check them. Umber at 6,000, correct. Ginat, 4,900, correct. And Furry at 3,800, correct. Set the minimums. Based on barometric pressure, 1, 0, 9, 5. Enter, pops up here. Okay, our ILS checklist. Load the approach, check. Brief the approach plate, check. Tune and ID frequency. We can't ID it, but there it is, 111.3. Set minimums, check. And then when we get closer, we'll do the rest. Meantime, we're just going to sit here and watch. Can't watch the ground go by. We can watch the ice. We can watch the ice load up. I'm hitting it again. That rime ice, you know, what you heard the word rime ice. That is like if you open up your old-fashioned freezer, you got that white frosty. That's rime ice.
Number 513 Sierra Juliet, contact LA Center 119.05.
1905 for the center, 3 Sierra Juliet. Thanks, and before I go, I can confirm that rime icing been all the way up here, 210. See you later.
It's Roger, and you have a good day.
Thanks a lot. LA Center, good afternoon, Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet, checking in 210.
513 Sierra Juliet, LA Center, Roger.
So 6 minutes to Avenal. We're trying to keep the flight interesting here. Not much has changed, 3 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind still at 59.
250, descend via
indicating 213. I can feel a little bit of vibration. And it's got to be from the spinners and the props picking up some ice and slinging it off. I'll be happy to when we get out of the icing conditions. And here's all of our waypoints that we're going into. And the weather, we should be getting out of it. But my God, we've been flying for 56 minutes now, almost an hour, and been in the weather like the whole time. And center 3 Sierra Juliet, can we get lower?
At 3 Sierra Juliet, contact LA Center on 127.1, lower here shortly for you.
Okay, 27-1, 3 Sierra Juliet, thanks, that's one. Center, good afternoon, Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet, checking on 210, looking for lower.
513 Sierra Juliet, LA Center, Roger, lower for you in a few minutes.
3 Sierra Juliet. So the reason why I want lower is I'm getting parasitic drag from the ice. You see we're 194, and you know, looking outside, you know, the air intake has got ice on it. The cowlings have ice on them. The tips of the props have ice. You know, the wings are clear because I got the de-ice on it, but I like to get lower, and that's all.
Here's a close-up on the non-protected surfaces. This is an inlet for the engine for air, and you can see right on the root where it's not protected how much ice was built up before I set it off.
Number 513 Sierra Juliet, descend and maintain 15,000, the Bakersfield altimeter 2975.
15,000 and 2975 on the altimeter 30 Juliet. Thank you. 15,000. Here we go. Down we go. Okay, we're leaving 20,000, 21,000 for 15,000.
Uniform, how's your ride?
2975. So you don't change the barometer setting until you get down below 18,000. It's getting dark again. So what are we? We're 5 minutes to Nittany, 21 minutes to Van Nuys.
Contact Oakland Center 123.8.
Starting to see a little bit of ground here at 19,000. And we're going back into some weather there at Nittany. That's precip. We're on an overcast right now, but you're not seeing it. All right, look out the front window. We just kind of popped out. You can still see the ice.
Sierra Tango, contact ALA Center 128.37.
The right wing.
And there's a picture of the right wing. It's an equal opportunity employer. It's picking up ice on the flight also.
We got ice still on the wings. A big chunk down there on the root.
So you can see here where the red arrow's pointing how much ice built up on the area that does not have ice protection on it at the very, very root of the wing.
You see the frosty nose of the prop. Here's a picture of it. And then look at the leading edges are all got ice on them.
Here's all that ice on the prop spinner. Looks like Al Pacino's nose in one of the scenes in Scarface.
All right, 18,000, 2975 was the barometer. Down we go. Down goes Fraser. Down goes Fraser. So look out the front window for a change. Mountains with some snow on them.
Number 8 Tango Tango, contact LA Center 132.5.
I'm going to turn the windshield de-ice off.
Number 513 Sierra Juliet, cross limit and maintain 9,000. Burbank altimeter 2991.
9,000, how fast do you want me to descend, 3 Sierra Juliet?
Number 3 Sierra Juliet, swim at 9,000, please.
Oh, you said swim at 9,000. Okay, I copy that, 3 Sierra Juliet. All right, so swim is after there's weasel, then there's grit, and then swim. So that won't be a problem. I sound like a broken record. Sorry, I sound like a broken record. But I'd like some warmer air, please, on the outside to get these wings cleaned up. I've never seen chunks
X-ray 31, what's your next point of
like
navigation?
this ever on this plane, or any plane. Any other plane couldn't handle this ice. This one did it good. It's just slinging it off scares the crap out of you when it hits the side of the ship, though. So our right turn from weasel to grit. I think it's a short little jaunt there. Look at that. We're back to a headwind of 36 here at 10,500. How you like that? All right, we're leaving grit for swim. We got to lose 1,300 feet. We're going to be there in 2 minutes, so 500 feet a minute would be plenty. 37 degrees. Now the ice is just flying off. It's leaving. See ya. It's funny. Oh, can I get a video of this? It's spooling off of the propeller tip.
Here's a spinner in flight. That ice was spinning off of that like thread coming off a spool in a sewing machine.
Just like Elvis, the ice has left the building. Now we're 38 degrees, and all the airframe ice is coming off. You can see it flying off. You know, the funny thing is when you get down to your destination, there's like not a trace of ice left on the plane.
495 Romeo
I was carrying that stuff like mad. Let's get the ATIS at Van Nuys.
Van Nuys Airport ATIS information call 22510. Wind 150 at 10. Visibility 10. Sky clear below run 2000.
Maintain 17,000,
Temperature
295.
Altimeter 2991. ILS Zulu runway 16 right approach in use.
Okay, there's our swim, there's our 9,000, as instructed.
Over 5130 Julia, contact SoCal approach 120.4.
120.4, 30 Julie, thanks, that's long. SoCal, good afternoon, Golden Eagle 5130 Julie, checking on level 9000, Van Nuys, Golf.
Golden Eagle 5130 Julia, SoCal approach, Burbank, altimeter 29993, expect the ILS Zulu, runway 16 right approach.
30 Julie, we got that loaded up, we'll expect it, 30 Julie.
Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet, cleared direct Umber, join the localizer, descend and maintain 6000.
30 Juliet, it's direct Umber, join the localizer, down to 6,000, 30 Juliet. All right, 6,000, down to Umber, or down to Umber. So looking up here, Umber, you go here, and then you cop a right. Avoid these mountains here, that's for sure. Look out the front window, you can see the mountains I'm talking about. Umber is in 2 minutes. So Umber at 6,000. We're going to be there in a minute and a half, and we're doing 500 feet a minute, so that won't get us there. That's 1,000 short, so we're going to push the nose forward and keep pulling the power back.
Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet, cross Umber at or above 6,000, cleared ILS Zulu, runway 16 right approach.
Okay, Umber at or above 6,000, cleared for ILS 16 right Zulu, 30 Juliet, thanks. That'll be in 1 minute. And then from here, we're going to make a right turn onto the approach. So we're taking off GPSS, arm the approach. So we're going direct to Umber. When we turn in, we're going to change it to the inbound. And double checking that 164 is correct. But right now we're heading to Umber. Okay, here's our right turn at Umber. To join the localizer, I'm going to put it on CDI and activate the approach. So we're activating the approach and we are arming the approach and we're flying inbound. Localizer, glide slope, localizer, glide slope, localizer, glide slope. So we're stopping at 6,000 and waiting for the glide slope to capture, and then we'll follow it down to the airport. Papa Gumps, pressurization, check. Air conditioner off. Prop sync never had it on. Fuel pumps, auxiliary pumps on. Gas on mains. Localizer glide slope, localizer glide slope. Those of you that are learning.
5130 Juliet, traffic 11 o'clock, 3 miles northbound, 4,300, climb into Piper Cherokee.
Okay, 30 Juliet's looking out the window for 0 Juliet Mike.
Piper 130 Juliet Mike, traffic 11 o'clock, 2 miles opposite direction, 5,600, descending into Van Nuys at Twin Cessna.
Traffic, 11 o'clock, low, 1 mile.
Negative contact, 30 Juliet.
30 Juliet, they have insiders passing off your left now. Connect Van Nuys Tower, 119.3.
19.3 for the tower, 30 Juliet. Thanks, Henslow. Tower, good afternoon, Golden Eagle Gold 513 Sierra Juliet, checking in on the ILS 16 right.
Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet, Van Nuys Tower, continue approach for runway 16 right if you can, slow it up a little bit. I'm expecting 2 departures prior to you. 30
Juliet, we'll put the speed brakes out and slow down, 30 Juliet.
Here are the speed brakes. They're hydraulically driven and can be turned on at any speed.
Okay. We're going 203 indicated. The speed brakes
November 513 Sierra Juliet, report the Van Nuys Airport in sight.
30 Juliet will report, not in contact right now.
Understood.
Okay, so speed brakes at any speed. Out they come.
Right downwind departure. Line up and wait.
Hour and 35 to here is amazing from Oakland with that headwind. Okay, 173.
November 5298 Juliet, Van Nuys Tower, good afternoon. Roger, stand by for departure.
1, 2, 3 green. First notch of flaps. All right, so localizer glide slope, localizer glide slope.
November 908 Juliet at Charlie,
low,
cross runway 16 right, hold short, runway 16 left.
Who's that?
Charlie, cross runway 16.
He's going to cross right across my path.
9 Juliet, squawk 02.
Delta Lima, something Delta Lima.
0267 for 529 Juliet.
Number 3 Sierra Juliet, traffic ahead and to your left is a Sirius for the parallel runway 16 right, clear to land.
16 right, clear to land, 3 Sierra Juliet, runway in sight.
Tower Arrow 47945 inbound on the practice VOR Alpha approach, full stop.
Arrow 47945.
He's not lining up much for the left. Ah, there he is.
Airport inside 945.
November 945, 1 mile to the west, circle north for right traffic, runway 16 right.
1 mile to the west, circles north, right traffic, 16 right, 945.
2 Whiskey Tango and best forward speed along the 118 freeway.
Best forward speed, 2 Whiskey Tango.
Exec and then flex jet 332, contact SoCal.
All right, so look out the front window. 2 red, 2 white. I'm hand flying the last part of this. 2 red, 2 white on the glide. So you can see the parallel traffic is here also, but I'm looking out the window. I don't see him.
Cessna Delta Hotel, frequency change approved, see ya.
Frequency change approved, 618 Delta Hotel.
Okay, okay. And 3 Sierra Juliet has the parallel traffic inside 11 o'clock. We'll maintain visual separation.
Sierra Juliet, roger.
Traffic, 12 o'clock. Same altitude,
I got him.
less than 1 mile.
I got him. All right. I'm going to go ahead and go full flaps now, even though we're not at minimums yet.
Minimums.
That's your minimums. All right, he's over the numbers. To my left. All right, 3 green. Mixture is up.
Sirius 2 Whiskey Tango, traffic on 3 mile final for the parallel runways at Cherokee, runway 16 right, clear to land.
That's the smoothest landing I've made in a long time. Good Lord. Am I on the ground?
3 Sierra Juliet, take parking.
3 Sierra Juliet, Clay Lacey. I can make the high speed here.
Sierra Juliet, taxi via Bravo to Clay Lacey, good night.
Clay Lacey via Bravo with you, 3 Sierra Juliet. Okay, hour and 40 to right now. That was amazing with that wind and that ice.
Stand by to receive our transmission.
Go, Zulu. Sir, our shields are dropping. Raise them! I can't! Where's the override? The override!
I am the beginning, the end, the one who is many.
That was quite the trip. Thanks for riding along.